Hello Bloomies! Welcome back to Can Pick One Art. I'm Binna, and this is a Botanical Bloom drawing class number 8, Phalaenopsis Orchid Part 2. Last week, we played with the crayon etching on the same orchids. If you missed it, I will leave the link up top so you can check it out. Today we are diving into watercolor and ink. And before I forget, there's free Phalaenopsis Orchid coloring PDF in the description. Feel free to download it and make it your own. This lesson is inspired by my floral arrangement here. I sketched the orchid, cut it out, and now I will start by painting in watercolor. With watercolor, it's all about building layers. Just like with other water-based mediums or even oils. Always begin lightly for the first layer. Use diluted soft tones. Each part of the orchid has subtle color variations. For example, the petals and sepals can share a similar palette, while the leaves are more vibrant, magenta on top, and deeper tones at the base. But even here, start with the lightest version of each color. Think of this step almost like a smudging effect in Photoshop. Once the first layer is dry, we move to the second layer. Here, use less water and more pigment. Add shadows, edges, and some rough definitions. And don't forget to blend as you go. Now on to the third layer. This is where details come in. Using a smaller brush to refine shadows, edges, and add those thin lines you often see in orchids. Another method is to paint the lines first and then layer colors on top, letting the pigments bleed slightly for a natural effect. Both ways works beautifully. For the orchid leaves, I am layering magenta multiple times. Watercolor requires patience here to build up vibrancy. Later, I added extra touches, metallic pearl silver to mimic the flower's natural shimmer, and shellac inks for vibrancy. If you look closely at a Phalaenopsis orchid, it really does have that pearly glow. Now let's shift to ink work. I want to extend this orchid into my arrangement as a stem. I sketched it out, then outlined with a brush pen. One of my favorite tools lately. Unlike stiff pens, this one has an actual brush tip, so it feels fluid and expressive. For shading, I'm using India ink. 1 drop with 3 or 4 drops of water for a lighter wash. I start wet on wet layering down diluted ink, then add the brush pen marks while the surface is still damp. The ink activates beautifully, creating natural texture. As a final touch, I use a 0.5 fine pen for details. Another way to approach this is mark making first, then layering ink washes over it. I use shellac ink for this effect. And here's the result. I added the finished orchid cutout into my arrangement. Let's compare without the orchids and with it. What do you think? Don't forget, the free orchid drawing PDF is in the description. Try coloring it with crayon, watercolor, ink, acrylic, or color pencils. Have fun experimenting. That's it for today's class. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. It really supports me and keeps this blooming community growing. Thank you for watching and see you next time. Bye!